Hello everyone and welcome to the Farmhouse in DEVOUR. We're going to show you some of the best strategies that you can use to get easy victories most of the time. Sometimes the chaos of the game just, it happens and you can't recover from it. But these strategies right here should basically guarantee you a victory 90+% of the time, regardless of the group you're with. So let's get right into it and check it out. So after getting everything set up, I'm not going to show you the setup because you should probably know by now. I'm going to assume you've got 5 or 6 ranks and you've played a few games of DEVOUR. Oh, there's our first demon. First strategy we're going to be talking about is the TV room strategy. It's the most basic and reliable strategy for the farmhouse. Basically, what you want to do is gather up 5 goats, come here into the TV room, place them into the TV room, and then everybody else gets a goat and runs out to the ritual area. And when I say everybody else gets a goat, I mean one person comes out, places a goat into the sacrifice basin right here. You have 2 pieces of hay on the ground. And then whoever placed the goat there goes and finds another goat and comes back out with the other 4 people. And what happens is you'll come over here, drop your goat, burn this goat in the basin. By the time you're done burning, unless the person who's designated to burning has fast worker, then you just drop the goat closer. The goat will come over here and eat this hay. You pick that goat up, put it back in, grab a gas can, burn that goat, and as everybody else takes a turn, they get to place the goat in the basin, and you burn, and then everybody runs back to the TV room, grabs a goat. Again, one person places the goat there, goes back and grabs another goat, and it's 5-5 burn. You burn 5 right then, and then you go grab the 5 that you've gathered in the TV room and burn them. Really simple strategy. Not a lot of ways to fail that strategy. You can basically stun Azazel for enough time to get this done, even on nightmare mode, so long as you're using batteries. The next strategy is another 5-5 strategy, except what you do is before gathering or touching any goats, what you want to do is gather up all the keys, and as people grab the keys, they just open the door and close the door for every single room. I don't have that key. But you'll gather up all the keys, open every door, close every door. And the reason you're doing this is so that you can guarantee that when you finally open the attic cage, which is the last thing that you want to open, that all the goats, when they spawn, will be trapped inside their rooms. So you don't have to worry about goats wandering around. There are a few goats that will wander. There's some that will spawn here in the living room, one that will spawn in the kitchen, and there are 2 spawns right here and over here in the front yard, and there are 2 spawns in the basement. I'll show you where those are. Come down here. There's a spawn point here for a goat and a spawn point over in the cellar. I don't think I have the key. Oh, doesn't matter. I don't need the key because I'm just showing you this on normal. But once you have all the keys and once you've opened, once you have all the attic, all the doors open and closed, you open the attic cage, and then what you'll want to do is start from the 2nd floor, check every single room, gather the goats from there, burn those goats, and then after that, you'll want to go as a group to the 1st floor and gather all the remaining goats until, the first round you gather 5, second round you gather 5, but you don't have to worry about the goats wandering around. You just check every single room. And I'm happy to learn any tricks or something like that for videos and stuff like that, Z4. I actually appreciate learning new things. I always like learning new things in the game. And then but that's another 5-5 strategy for the farmhouse. It's not as reliable as the TV room method, but it is a little bit more exciting because not everybody likes the TV room method. They'll jump into it and they just kind of want to like burn it and burn goats and go, in a more chaotic manner. And if that's what they want to do, you just play that way. just do your best at that point. There's one other method you can do similar to the asylum, where it's sort of like a TV room strategy, but not. What you'll do is you'll gather all 10 goats here in the TV room, and then you'll set out a line of hay along this way, just like in the asylum, where as you set down hay right in front of the TV room, basically you'll like scare all the goats, well, not scare all the goats, but you'll get all the goats in the TV room to come after one piece of hay. You already have a hay at the door right there. You pick up the hay just before they grab it, and they'll start going for this one automatically. You drop it here just before they get this one. You grab it, drop it here at the bottom. You lather, rinse, repeat as you walk the goats slowly using the hay over here. And then once they get to about here, this is when you have your 10 pieces of hay set out in a line, because once they get to the gate, that's where you want to start grabbing them and running them over to the basin and burning them one by one. And remember, they're going from one piece of hay to the other, so you know, there's little simple thing. It's a simple strategy, but it just takes a lot more time than the other two. And it's a little bit more boring, so if you're playing with a group, I don't really recommend this strategy as a group. It's less efficient and far more time consuming than the other 5-5 strategies. But those are going to be the best strategies for the farmhouse. If you're curious about any kind of tips or tricks for the farmhouse, I can make another video, show you simple little time-saving techniques and stuff like that. I might even learn some more from my friend here, Z4, that I don't know about, you know. So if I learn more, I'll teach you guys those. But these three strategies, the first two are 5-5. They're really good for team play. The last one is basically one at a time, but you have all 10 goats kind of walking towards the basin to be sacrificed in a way. That's usually more of a solo venture, more of a solo attempt method. I did not use that method when I got my solo nightmare attempt. I used the TV room method, so it really depends on, you know, how confident you are in your movement and stuff like that. But those are the best farmhouse strategies. If you have any questions, let me know below in the comments. Hope you all have a great day and try to stay positive.